We start with the fight of the century between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk. Both fighters were on the scales in the last hour, and Ben Ransom is in Riyadh to talk us through what was a tempestuous weigh-in. Ben, what was it like to see it in person?
Yes, it was quite incredible. Good evening from Riyadh, where we are just catching our breath, really, after what was a weigh-in full of energy. There were so many people on stage. It was hard at times to work out where the two fighters were. Massive entourages, which I suppose is just a sign of how big this fight is. And I've had to write down the weights because we were so surprised on both counts by what we saw. Tyson Fury came on, shirt off. Oleksandr Usyk looking very, very calm, slightly different demeanour from him. We'll start with Oleksandr Usyk because he is the heaviest he's ever been in his professional boxing career. Remember, this is a man who was an undisputed cruiserweight champion, has stepped up to heavyweight, dethroned Anthony Joshua. He had a title defence against Dubois, but he came in on the scales today 16 stone 9.5 pounds, 233.5 pounds, which is almost a stone heavier than we've ever seen him before. He clearly has decided that Tyson Fury's size means he has to be bigger. As for Fury, he's looked really slim, in great shape all week. Has he taken too much weight off? Well, on the scales tonight, 18 stone 10, 262 pounds. It's the lightest he's been since he fought Dillian Whyte back in April 2022, and it's the lightest he's ever been for a world title defence. That's what both men have done. They've come towards each other. At one stage, I think this week, we were speculating as to whether there could be 3.5 stone between them. As it stands, there's actually only 2 stone between them on the scales. Both men, Fury come down, Usyk has gone up. There was so much energy on the stage. It was a fascinating way. We got the head-to-head. We had a shove. It all kind of calmed down. But I think what we saw, both men are ready to go.
After that, what did the fighters have to say?
Well, there wasn't much from Tyson Fury, I will be honest. There were a few choice words which we can't broadcast. He essentially said that Usyk was going to get it, and then he played to the crowd. What I will say is the atmosphere here in Riyadh has really built over the last 24 hours. We've had a lot of Tyson Fury fans lauding. It was loud here at the weigh-in. It's the first time it's really been like that. Fury played to the crowd today. They were absolutely loving it, full of energy, and he just barreled off the stage. He didn't wait around. He was gone. Oleksandr Usyk had a little bit more time. He came to the front of the stage with a Ukrainian flag. He tried to get his fans to give him a bit of a chant. He did hang around for a slightly longer interview. We haven't heard from him, remember, for a couple of days himself. His team have been sweeping him off in recent days. Today, he did give us a few words.
I'm here with Oleksandr Usyk, ladies and gentlemen. Things have calmed down a little bit. It got rough and tumble. What did you just say to Tyson Fury?
Don't be afraid. I will not leave you alone tomorrow.
You told everyone that your father was your inspiration growing up. If he were here right now, before the biggest fight of your life, what advice do you think your dad would give you?
Son, you can.
So it was a quite fantastic event. It was short, it was sharp. Could be a sign for what we might see in the ring tomorrow night. I somehow doubt it, but we had all the pyrotechnics. There were fireworks here. Tyson Fury has promised us fireworks tomorrow. He is the fiery character. Usyk is the cool, calm customer. We've got red versus blue. It's going to be a quite fantastic event. Everything that you could ever want from an undisputed world heavyweight title fight. The first time we've seen that in 25 years. The weights are in, the waiting almost done.
Ben, we can't wait. Thank you very much.
Now, 2 more people who can't wait are with us in the studio now. Johnny Nelson and Dave Caldwell here with us. The weigh-in. Usyk, the heaviest he's ever been, Johnny. You're not convinced, though, are you?
Not at all. That cross he had around his neck was definitely not plastic. And that'll weigh a little something. And soon we saw him walk out, I said to Dave, he's got jeans on. Now we're both former fighters. You're going to go to the scales. You either do it in your underpads or tracksuit bottoms. He's got jeans on with pockets. My old coach, when I couldn't make the weight, he'd put stuff in my pockets. He'd make me have to make you look heavier. I do not believe he is that way. I believe he's probably, which Dave still thinks is a little heavy. I reckon he's probably about 16 stone. He'll still have the movement, put a bit of weight on. But to me, I think it's skullduggery, it's trickery. He's going to make people think he's heavier than what he is. This guy's been so cool and smart up to this point where the cracks show at this point where Tyson Fury had to physically get into his face, where yesterday he wouldn't even look at him.
Dave, the opposite way for Tyson Fury. We've seen him come down in weight. So what did you make of that approach from his camp?
Well, he looks in great shape, doesn't he? I mean, if you look at him, he looks slim, he looks sleek, he looks built for speed. Again, wearing tracksuit bottoms and you don't know what they're not. Like Johnny's saying, he could actually be a little bit lighter though, because he could be putting weights in his shorts. I'm more intrigued about the whole Usyk thing. That blew my mind because all I was waiting for in order to make a prediction on this fight is the weigh-in, because I felt that Usyk's been a little bit, the weight that he's added on, I feel like a little bit too heavy, a little bit too stiff at heavyweight in comparison to when he was at cruiserweight, the movements, the triggers. And I was expecting him to come in lighter. We was talking and I was thinking he's going to be around 15.5, 15.8. I would be happy with him and I would give him more of a chance, and I would then probably lean into his favour for winning the fight. The fact that he's coming at 16.9 and okay,
chain around his neck.
Take away the chain, take away the boot. Don't forget you can get ankle weights, you know, that people train with. They could be on underneath there. But how much weight has he actually got on him? Because that'll have a big bearing on his mobility, his sharpness, everything. So I'm completely blown with that because I don't know what he's weighing. So I still don't know who's going to win the fight.
But because it's heavyweight, why are they doing it? They're not having to make any weight.
Mind games, and Tyson Fury's style of fight, accompanied with his height, his reach, his unorthodox style, and his weight. That's why he's unbeaten. If he came in light, he's taken away part of his armoury. He's gone in there against somebody that I think is a smarter boxer than him, but not a smarter fighter. Now, there's a difference. Now, if you're boxing, you use your gloves, you're working to the Queensberry rules. If you can fight, you're used to getting up close and personal with your opponent, dropping your weight on him, leaning on him, using all the dark arts you can get away with without the referee seeing. That's Tyson's style of fighting. We've seen him do that in all of his career. So now he has to go in there because he's tried everything possible, trying to get into Usyk's head. And Usyk's just not buying. It's bouncing off, lost in translation. So now Tyson has to depend on skill, because Usyk's people will say, you keep an eye on him. Because if he uses his elbow, if he leans on us, we want a clean fight. This happened with Ricky Hatton and Floyd Mayweather, and Ricky Hatton blames the referee for not letting him maul Floyd Mayweather. They had to stick to the technique of boxing. If it's just about boxing, that's where Tyson will have a problem. This is why I think when it got to the end, he had a few more choice words. So Ben was being generous. He was the one that I think the crack showed.